Hello, welcome back to another video. I couldn't resist doing this one. I'm still at my friend Chris's, and look at these few cars we've got around with here. You simply don't see any of these. I'm just going to briefly go around them all. So you've got your Datsun Stanza here. I've already covered this one on one of my other videos, so just go on to that and you'll see it. Quite a rare old car. I think it's actually the only 3-door left in the country. But your Nissan Laurel here. It's just a lovely old thing, this. Straight 6, 2.4. London car by the looks of the number plates, Watford, so it just really hasn't got the rot anywhere on it. Nice two-tone metallic brown and a gold along the bottom. Look at this straight 6 2.4. Absolutely lovely old engine that is. Look how accessible everything is. Clean, you know, there's just no rust or nothing. It's very, very well, must have been garaged and well looked after through its whole life. Lovely old thing. You don't see many Nissans either with headlight wipers. Like to see that. Let's have a look around the back. I've been in this car before because I've just done a video and it all just got lost it all. It still smells like new in here. It's lovely. Look at that brown. Lovely brown seats, armrest. Just not the type of thing you see every day. Rear electric windows. Just didn't get that back in the day. Let's have a look in the front. Look at that, you see. Headlight wiper switch. All these little extras. Dip dim your lights on your dashboard. Look at that, electric mirrors. Something down here that I actually still don't know what that was. 12 volt output. It's an automatic, this one. Probably only be a 3-speed, I would imagine. Got all that there. You see your ventilation and radio and cassette player. I don't know what that is then. Must be some kind of, I don't know. I'm just guessing. 43,000 mile. You won't get many of these with that mileage. It smells glorious in there. So there you go. We'll now move on to, quickly, you'll recognise this one. This is my old Toyota Corolla. Absolutely immaculate, this one. One of the tidiest cars I've seen in my whole career. I've been a mechanic. Underneath, I know the people who used to own this. It was garage, never used in the rain, nothing like that. Always looked after. Again, another low miler. 43,000 mile. It's lovely. Everything works as it should. Typical Toyota. I did everything on this. I coated the drums, but they weren't actually rusty anyway. That's the thing. They weren't full of crusty rust and stuff. They weren't. It's just such a nice car. Original exhaust. And yes, that actually is original. And this is the very first, the facelift one. So you get the VVTi 1.4 engine with the timing chain. And again, I prefer these front ends. They look a bit more masculine than the circular headlight ones. And I'll quickly show you under the bonnet. And there you go. Look at that. Everything as it should be. Normally you get rust on all these power steering pipes. Brake pipes, you just don't get none of it on this. It is lovely. 1400 VVTi. They did a 1600 like this and various other ones, but this one was really a one-off. The only reason I actually sold this to Chris was the fact it was a 3-door, and I can't manage having 2 kids and me partner and everybody when they're stuck in the back. It just didn't work for me. Lovely car. This used to be Simon's. He helps us out with the garage quite a bit. Again, he had similar problems with it just not being big enough for the kids. But obviously that's not the car's fault. It is what it is. It's a 3-door car. Beautiful, beautiful old car. If you want to go on my channel, look through my other videos. I actually own this car and I've got quite a lot of documented work doing this car up and making it nice. Not that I just did a few improvements basically. So now onto the Rover 25. Very rare colour this. I can't remember the last time I've seen one in this colour. Pre-facelift one. Much prefer the dual headlights. Impression. Bit of a weird spec. You know, you've got like your factory fitted electric sunroof. Factory fitted parking sensors. All the chrome. I would imagine this would be classed as the premium colour. Alloy wheels. Jump inside, I would say this is a premium interior. It's lovely. Half leather. Wait, like, you know, like kind of... It even got an armrest as well. I didn't realise it had that. But the biggest surprise with this is you've got your old keep fit windows. That's typical of Rover of the time. You just never knew what you were getting. Manual mirrors. Like I say, manual windows, but the biggest important thing with this car is this. Can you see that? 15,000 mile. And that is genuine mileage. Genuine 15,000 mile. I can't remember the last time I seen a car on an 04, regardless of what it was, for 15,000. And to be honest, these things, I've seen these with a lot of miles on and they run lovely. I'll just get the bonnet open when I find it. Trying to get my fingers in, there we go. Again, very close contender to the Corolla this. Just all the places you would expect pipes to be rusting, little general areas of surface corrosion, and this just doesn't have it. Lovely. Lovely clean coolant there. And before anybody says anything, these are an absolutely cracking engine, the KCRs. I won't have any kind of piss taken about them on my channel because they're just so good. Honestly, dead easy to work on. Yes, they've got head gasket problems. You do them once and you do them properly using the right, like the dual layer head gasket, and you get rid of that ball bearing out of the intake manifold. I'm not sure if the 1400s have that. I know the 18s do. And then they're a brilliant, economical, refined and powerful engine. I mean, for a 1.4, these produce 100 brake horsepower. Not many 1400s of the era could produce anywhere near that. So this car's for sale as well. So if you know anybody interested, or if you're interested yourself, leave a comment below and I can send you Chris's details. It's actually on a classic car auction website. If you're interested, let us know and I'll tell you exactly what site it's on and all the rest of it for that. I've spent at least an hour doing videos where they just simply haven't, when I come to switch off, they don't save. So anyways, quickly onto this. 1994 Laguna, London car. So ignore the paintwork on it because it's absolutely solid. Where you would expect rust on them, there is none. Obviously being a London car, it's had scratches and scrapes which you would expect, but you've got to see through that kind of stuff for these cars because you want a car that's a solid shell, no rust, no welding needed, nice and structurally secure, and then for paintwork you can get, in fact most people just be happy to use them. So this is lovely, 1800 petrol. I don't actually know what spec it is. It'll be like I don't know. I honestly don't know. But with these, they've got a lovely sized boot, low lip on them for getting like lifting loads in. They're fantastic. But you tell me the last time you seen one of these, pre-facelift one as well, Mark 1, you just don't see them. In the back, lovely, lovely soft seats. You can't get better than that. Obviously, just windy windows at the back. But what you have got with this one is your electric sunroof. Nice to see on cars of this age. You just don't get them now. Oh, I've just realised that the fan comes off with the door. That's nice. So you've got that like added bit of ventilation. Electric front windows, electric mirrors, like I've said, electric sunroof. You've got your old blipper on the remotes. Remember them? Your infrareds. Very expensive. Be careful with those. And obviously when you're trying to operate the locking, make sure you're pointing it up there and not trying to point it anywhere else because it won't work. This one only got 68,000 miles. Again, it's got all your little storage compartments to cover up things. Great aftermarket alarm. Just a really nice place to be. Front airbag. Just lovely example of an old car, which you could not go out for a drive, say 5 to 10 years ago, and not see one of these, or them, or probably most of these actually. So what I'm going to do is I'll go around it. I'll just get the bonnet pull on it and we'll have a quick look. It's 1800 petrol, 8 valve. I'll just pull the bonnet if I can find it. See, there you go, you see down there. Don't know what that's for. Must be like a dash illumination. Hidden little button. We'll have a quick look under the bonnet. I think I might just need to... Can you pull that, Chris? The bonnet has to... Really annoying because I've done a review. I've got all the way through to the Legend and the phone keeps cutting off for some reason. There we go. Quick look. Quick explanation of it. There's your 1800. I believe this is a single point injection. I think they did a multi-point. Don't quote us on that. Again, just a reliable old engine. They did suffer their problems. Look after them and you should be fine. You know, there's your ECU strapped down. Thermostats were a problem. Get the cam belts done. Bar that though, just a genuine, honest under bonnet. Good quality oil filter, always good to see. So there you go. Quickly just put that in. That's my Omega. We all know about that. If you want to look on the channel, just go back and look at it. Again, you won't find many of these. 2.5 straight 6 turbo diesel, automatic, GLS, estate, pre-facelift, NREG 96. I can't find many of these anywhere. So another car more than 10 years ago, you couldn't drive anywhere and not see one. Now, when was the last time you seen one? Especially in a state. You just won't have. So I'll move on to the next car. Right, another car, Mondeo Mark 1. When was the last time you seen one? Rewind back 5-10 years ago, you'd always be seeing them. The Mark 2s with, you know, with the bumpers taped up. The Mark 1s, as Chris tells us, they're not quite as bad, which, in fairness, this car has been knocked round a bit and the bumpers are absolutely solid. This car surprises me, actually. This is a 1993 on a K. So I remember when I used to first start out MOT, and when you got a K-Reg car coming in, there was a lot of head scratching, working out if it had a cat on or not, because it was the changeover year before when the catalytic converters come in as a requirement. So you get some Sierras on a K with no cat. You get like the newer stuff like the Mondeos coming in with it. So this is your 2-litre 16 valve, 130 brake horsepower, petrol. Bulletproof engines, great. They're actually quite a tunable engine in them. But this again, these used to be absolutely rotten, and I mean rotten from when they were actually classed as like a regular new car. And look at that. I don't know if I can get the camera down like that underneath. The sills, the bottoms of the doors, just absolutely brilliant. And again, yes, there's damage on this car. Somebody tried breaking into it. There is a spare door to go on, but luckily the damage is all localised to the door, so that's great. Just obviously get the door fitted. Just lovely example. It had the headlights changed. Everybody will remember the plastic lens inside of the glass headlight used to always go yellow. They've been done, definitely lifts up the front end. I do prefer the pre-facelift ones. Wait, they used to be called a Mark II, these are the Mark 1. I do prefer these. I think these have aged better than the other ones. And for some reason, this one just doesn't seem to be rotten. It must just be this car, because I did see plenty of Mark 1s rotten. But this, when you get a look at them doors and the bottoms of them sills, they ain't been messed around with. You can see there's marks on it. Nobody's been at this spraying stuff and tarting it up. That is original. Look at that into there. It's great. Original wheel trims, love those. I want to get them cable tied on, Chris, because you didn't want to lose them. You'll not find another set of them. So again, typical car of its time, like the Laguna. You know, this is when cars were coming into their own, where they were front wheel drive. You know, you didn't have big transmission tunnels. Nice big boots in them, low boots, because you didn't have a rear differential to worry about. Look at that, lovely. Definitely a contender for most estate cars, these two. I do honestly think if you get a good hatchback, they are actually almost bigger than some estates, bar like the end. You do tend to find you get a really good load space. Lovely vents, love those vents. Obviously a vent there in the door, you open it up and the vent comes through into the body of the car. Just little things like that, I love that. Look at them seats. Again, for a Ford, compared to modern Fords, absolutely great. Lovely interior. I might be getting a bit old-fashioned, but I actually quite like that interior, as it is. For today's standards, I think it's just nice. It's worn lovely. Even get some electrical adjustment on your front seats. Good for a GLX. Front electric windows. Front electric mirrors. Be heated as well. No front electric heated windscreen, because that come in the higher spec. Everybody will remember all this. This radio brings back so many memories for me. On all models of Fords, messing around with them with codes and God knows what. Your basic heater design. 5-speed gearbox. Lovely area there to put your pen, as you would if you were a rep. That's old school, isn't it? Love that. Remember that from all the Escorts and Sierras. So again, with this one, you've got a sunroof, but it's just a manual adjustment one. Nothing wrong with that, it works. Great, happy days. I'm just making this very brief. I've done a good description of these cars, but I do not trust my phone, so I'm just trying to cut these up into separate videos. I've just spied something as well, actually, on the front of the car there. Look at that tax disc. 1994. That's brilliant. How much was the tax? 6 months, £68. Nice to see that. I just struggle to get this one. Let me get my fingers in. Just bear with us 1 second. I got this open first time last time. Obviously not this time. Might have to get Chris to come and assist. My fingers are... You just see if you can open that. Struggle on. Do you know what it is? I've had this bonnet open. Probably this is the 3rd time I'm reviewing this car. And there you go. Your Ford 16 valve petrol. Again, it says yeah. Right, it's E-Tech, as it says over there. 130 brake. That equates to about 136 PS. But look at that though. Normally always used to be rotten on there. Lovely. Now I'm going to cut this video now because I'm worried in case it deletes it. But again, I'll do more videos. Just let us know. Fantastic old car, this one. So I'll move on to the next. Right, now something special. Now this isn't something you would see every single time you went out years ago. This is your Honda Legend 1990, registered obviously in, I would assume, Japan, and it was brought into this country in the year 2000. Yeah, so it's been in this country 21 years, as you can see by the number plates and the the extra added on fog light for UK requirements. But I love some of the badges and stickers on these Japanese cars. You know, V6 XI exclusive. And you've got your SRS, obviously airbag, ALB, not sure what that means, TCS, that'll be some form of traction control. Just lovely with the rear light bar. Just looks the part, doesn't it? Absolutely lovely. Nice brown leather interior. Really high quality stuff. I mean, look at this. Lovely, smells nice as well. Even got that embossed on them. You've got your centre armrest. Nice. And also you've got all your remote radio functions down there. You know, so you can go through and change all the volume. Like a two-way audio, so the rear seat passengers can have different audio to the front and they can adjust it. Look at that quilted door, electric windows. Nice, like kind of material along the bottom. You've got to remember this is a 1990 car. You compare this to a 1990s, you know, other brand car. I'll not get into competition of who, but you know, I think this might even have a catalytic converter. It's definitely got multi-point injection, just way ahead of its time. And look at this, lovely. Nice, got your nice like your wood, and it's just a nice car, nice place to be. Even got it embossed onto here. I'll go out the driver's side. You've got your 2.7 V6 in this, just silky smooth, lovely car. Have a look in here. It's got all sorts of stuff in here. So you've got your 4 electric windows, remote locking. Let's just jump in. Cruise control, but look at all of this. Still got the Japanese symbols on everything. And you've got your radio, you've got all your volume, like a remote here. And your radio to switch it front to back. What's down here? It's getting dark now. Your aerial mast, your dashboard illumination, what's that? Oh, your handbrake release. Obviously air conditioning. You got your climate control. You know, it's just lovely. Obviously there's a bit of work going on down here, Chris tells us. Again, look at all these little points here. The locking for the transmission with a key. Some kind of, I don't know, button on the gear knob. Looks like S4. Get it in the 4th gear or something, I don't know. Look at all that though. Just nice, comfy, proper leather. And you've got your standard dials of the time. That can't be. Auto headlamps. Auto headlamps on a 1990s car. Come on, with a light sensor. Crikey, that is rare. You got obviously your standard wiper functions, cruise control, traction control, electric folding mirrors. You know, on a car of this age, come on. I don't know what that does, but you got your front fog lights and the rear fog lamp. It's just lovely, absolutely lovely in here. Again, it didn't seem to be a thing for Japanese cars of this spec to have a sunroof. If you've had your air conditioning and climate control, wasn't really required in them companies. Do you want to get the bonnet? I'll just get Chris to get the bonnet. I've pulled it, it's just because it's quite heavy to... That's it, there we go. I'll just quickly lift it. This is your 2.7 V6, multi-point injection, like a sewing machine. Absolutely lovely. But you've got everything here, your cruise control, all these vacuum lines, you know, these all do all the different things on solenoids. Are just so technically advanced for the time. ABS, like we said, traction control, just beautiful old car. So there you go, there's your Honda Legend. I'm going to move on to the next one. These videos will be cut up because I'm ready to throw my phone over that fence. Yeah, we'll go. I've already done this car before, like I have with that one, my Amiga and the Corolla. I'll just do it again because the car's here. This is your Rover Tomcat 1600 K series. Lovely. I really love the colour of this. I think since last time he's had all the bonnet painted because I had some lacquer peel. Looks spot on. I love that bonnet bulge on these. Looks great. And to be honest, the 16K series, great little engine for these. You know, you get the turbo ones and stuff, but you try and find a one for reasonable money. They're just absolutely crazy money. And to be honest, I think they're too much money for what you would actually want a usable modern day classic, which this is. Lovely spoiler at the back, and obviously it's got like some weeds and out at the back, but just lovely. Lovely car. If you want to see more, I did a more in-depth review of this car on my channel. I love this. Rear wiper on a saloon. Well, technically a saloon, a coupe. Love that. I think more saloons than that should have that. These wheels are fantastic. I can't rhyme you off names what they're called. I'm not that much of an expert in these kind of things. I'm more into mechanics. Love these mud flaps, how they're colour-coded. That's a nice thing to see, along with what the Rover were really top end with all this at this time. It was great. You've got your Targa top. They all just, I think they come off, don't they? They actually fully come off, or you can have them tilted. I bet you they'll look nice on the inside while we've still got a bit of light. Got your little fly screens you can put across, your blinds, looks lovely. And these interiors and these are just lovely with the piped. It really makes me laugh when people criticise Rovers. I mean, what exactly are you comparing something like this to? Because I've just compared a lot of cars, and some of the quality in here is as good and better than quite a lot of them. You know, just lovely. Frameless doors, I do like that. That just looks great. I'll jump in. I'm not going to go too much in depth, but again, 74,000 mile. It's just a standard Rover. I mean, to be honest, this will be exactly the same as the 25, all of this. And I like the fact Rover did that. There's nothing wrong. If you've got something that works, Honda stuff, bearing in mind, all this stuff's Honda. If it works, why keep messing about, changing stuff for no reason? It doesn't make sense to me. If you've got something that works, use it. That's life, isn't it? I think that's how Citroën and Peugeot and Renault get a bad name. They've got to keep changing things. It doesn't always work for the best. Look at that. Lovely. Nice old K-Series. Lovely. You know, no jokes on here because I don't want to hear them. The K-Series, in my opinion, is a great engine. Like I've mentioned with the little the little 25 there. I'm not sure. I think these are about 110. The 16s, aren't they? They're a little bit more. Aye, like 115. And look at that branch manifold on that. That's standard. Just not many manufacturers did that at the time. Lovely under here. So there you go. There's your Rover Tomcat. I'm sorry if these videos come across as jumpy, but trust us, I have just nearly lost my rag a few times here. I've been around and done the reviews nearly 3 times over. Luckily, I've split them up into single ones. Unfortunately, they're a lot less in detail than the original ones, but there you go. Just thought I would show you this. It's not your average kind of car park, is it? It's like stepping back in time. Lovely. Give me all these cars any day over these high-value supercars and, you know, super rare cars. I love cars like this that you can just use every day and be perfectly happy with them. So, I'll catch you for another video. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe. You know, that's what I'm here for. I just thought I would do this. This was really caught me off guard the day I didn't expect doing this. I should have been really at work, but I managed to have a bit of time off. So there we go. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.